Freddie Daly used to protect Westwood. That was his protection. Yeah, that allowed him to keep basically playing music in any venue in the country. Do you get it? Excuse me. So Freddie Daly used to be my man's backbone. And Freddie, when he was up at Radio 1, Freddie Daly's right by his side. Freddie Daly's daughter's answering the phone. That's how tight they were. Do you get it? But then what's happened is Westwood's fell out with Freddie's brother, Ralph. Ralph wanted my man to basically perform at one of his events. Do you get it? But West was saying he can't do it because his contract with BBC One. Whoa. Anyway, they fell out. Daly backed his brother. So Freddie and Westwood ain't even talking no more. Look, Andy's clocking this, you get me? Andy's clocking this now. Andy's on a thing like telling Westwood, yo, you got to pay some protection money, you know. You're going to play any venue in South. Westwood ain't going like, you don't want to pay that. So Andy's like, you know what, you're banned with South then. You can't have playing no raves in South. You know, like that. He did try once. I think it was at Mega Bowl in Streatham, and my man come there with his soldiers and mash up Westwood's set. Do you get it? So Andy's got my man under pressure. Do you get it? Yeah, he's got him under pressure. But Westwood under pressure. And then basically, there's a sequence of events that happened that led to Andy getting licked over, innit? And the youth who got nicked for it was one guy called Fire. He got nicked for it. But then what you had man like Goldfinger, who was Westwood, him and Westwood tight at that time. Yeah, that's a DJ Goldfinger. Beating up Fire on the radio. Fire's in Belmarsh for and this Eminem. And you had Westwood beating up my man as well. So that it just looked, if you read it closely, like there was some form of connection because Andy dissed Goldfinger too. Get me? He boxed off Goldfinger's face, you know, like that. So Fire obviously bust case. But what's happened before he bust case is, I think it's straight after Andy got licked down, Westwood must have went on the radio and he said something like, I heard him, but he said something like, if you trouble people, it don't end well. Something like that along those lines, you get it? And the next day, he was at Brockwell Park. And whoever, I don't know who, rode on Westwood. On Kenton over there. Basically, when he left Brockwell Park, the man them trailed him and just leaded him up. Do you get me? I think Andy's two brothers got nicked for it, but I'm not too sure if that's true or not. Westwood quickly discharged himself from hospital, flew to New York, and done his Radio 1 show from New York the next show. And you know his things like, yeah, war wounds. You know, like that, I don't even watch all that. And I remember, I'll never forget, he had Puff Daddy in the studio, so he was just amped, he was just gassed in it to be alive kind of thing. Do you get it? But yeah, Westwood nearly got smoked. True stories.
All right, folks, if you just joined us, I think we've got almost 2,000 watching live, and we are talking about Diddy's UK connections. Westwood was a big one. He's beleaguered with legal problems right now, and Gigs has been elevated. We've covered Gigs earlier on. Anything else you'd like to add to those two before we move on?
No, it is what it is, man. Yeah, that's just how it went down. He was in the he was basically Andy was an handful. He was a notorious Brixton / Stockwell Park gangster. Yeah, he was running things for a while, very, very powerful. And Goldfinger obviously had a lot of influence as well, and it got really political because Goldfinger's brother, he was one of South London's top policemen. And yeah, it all came to a head. Who knows who was involved or who wasn't involved? I'm not suggesting the Fed was involved or even Goldfinger was involved, but yeah, if you had to ask me my opinion, I definitely think they were.
I'll put another teaser clip up.
One can have many mentors, and I think sometimes as Americans, we think that we're the center of the world. And we are. I'm just joking. Don't drag me. We think that we're the center of the world, but you realize that Clive Davis wasn't running anything in the UK music scene. Neither was Andre Harrell. Tim Westwood was running things in the UK hip hop scene. Okay. You could not make it without going and kissing the rings. Go to his channel. And y'all have to, because I have it up on the screen. I'm going to show y'all. He has had every big name American and UK rapper on his show. Okay. Clive Davis wasn't running ish in the UK back then. So yes, Diddy had his US mentors. We are talking about his UK connections and why the feds actually took a whole task force and flew over to the UK to question victims because there were too many to fly over here, and what his connect was, where he was throwing these parties, and who were the culprits. Again,
Carl, and do you think because it's so historical that Westwood could end up in the mix with Diddy on the UK?
You can just see, you know what it was during that period, that all those videos with say Skepta and Westwood and Diddy and them all partying. I was away during that period, so everything what I'm seeing, I heard because we used to listen to the radio and he used to play the clips, but we couldn't actually see it. So it's put in the visuals. So you can just see the pattern and link up because Westwood was that guy, and as I